Ariane. I said, boom. Yeah, it's your boy Unfair Flat Earth Discussions. I'm up in this bitch. Yeah. Melanation 3GD shot at the 23.5 South Capricorn, Tropic of Capricorn. First lady, Yeti Yeti, up in this bitch, you know what I'm talking about? Man, the reason I keep going with this shit, bro, and y'all know for a fact I've been doing this shit a long time, bro. I remember I was on the African side until they started coming up with the cocaine these systems and a whole lot of other little discrepancies. Dr. Ben said some shit about Memphis and Menifee and Memphis had a connection, but he never explained the connection because he probably couldn't, because his mind was twisted to think Africa was first. Ivan Van Sertimer, all these people they be talking about. You can't really just go 100% on their knowledge. You got to decipher between what they giving to you, because the whole world at one point was orientated into thinking that everything coming up out of Africa, bro. But see, now you got to script some of that shit off here too and understand this earth cross. Real talk. But I'm up in this bitch. This little first little screenshot. This shit, I had 32 screenshots. I had to do this like this. Come pop these. And these don't be the ones I want to pop on because I take them so much. So I get rid of them 30. I can't get back to where I want to be at the video, the live that I really want to do. And I've been showing y'all this earth cross. And I was dealing with the ancestors all my life. When I was in prison, bro, I was really in tune and studying real good, bro. Out of the thin air, though. I really ain't gotten there with old ass encyclopedias. I'm talking about old ass encyclopedia. You don't supposed to take no books out the law library. Them bitches be coming out catching me with 4-5 goddamn encyclopedias in my box, all kind of shit. Especially when they took my phones from me, and then I promised my people, I said I ain't gonna get no more phones. Because I pulled the cane home. But that's a whole nother story. So then that's when I really got in tune with it. Anyway, I'm still concentrating on how we had an ancient takeover that really led to the New World Order. And the New World Order was basically an exchange of power. And with that exchange of power, they had to create a whole new world. And with that new world, they had to create a couple of deceptions, a whole lot of illusions, and some unification with things that don't need to be unified, to throw things out of order so they can always act like they're trying to bring order out of their own chaos. The chaotic thoughts and the chaotic information is coming from them. The distortion that keep people's minds fucked up. It's on purpose, bro. That's the world order. Always hide the West, because that's the original bloodline of the divine. Got to hide them. Everybody else is in agreement on not letting us breathe and know who we are, because it's going to fuck up their whole foundation of truth, or their whole foundation of whatever they got going on. They're going to have to admit that they stepping on the gods, bro. They stepping on the jewels of the sun and claiming that the sun chose them over the jewels. This is what's going on right now, reality right now, man. And see, when I showed y'all that earth cross, I showed y'all that tilt and what they doing, how they clip the United States to be in the belly of the beast. That's the only place you're gonna in the world you're gonna see states. Everybody else got states in their countries and continents and shit. The states. It's United Snakes. With horns. The original snake is to protect. We done went over that. But I'm gonna start popping. I just want y'all to concentrate on the constellation where I'm telling you that sits due north. And this is the distortion that they gonna continue to try to hide. And anytime you see them hollering about, like, The Anian Strait is a milk, and this is a milk. Hyperborea. I showed y'all yesterday that screenshot of that big old hole in that waterfall, how it looks up north. When the water falls down and it's draining, they made that be some shit called Hyperborea, and it's supposed to be the renewal of water of the ocean. They set a magnetic rock in there, and they tilted it at the same angle that they receive light from the sun. So the angle that they receive light from the sun is their perpendicular. That's why they off balance. But we know the sun go up on the top of our head and it's over here with us. And within that tropical area, the sun can be on its path anywhere in between. They can play like they want to play. Who the fuck are they to say the sun, as long as it's in that same path, that equatorial path, the sun path, the sun crossing the earth, yeah, across the earth. Ain't no ball of water spinning while the sun sit there and it just spinning, and you spinning while the sun sits still, and that's how it crosses. Now the sun comes across the earth from east to west, and when it get midway, halfway point across what should be right along somewhere in that Atlantic area, right in that middle somewhere, it should be in between that, because you got an east and west. You got a landmass on the east, you got a landmass on the west. This where the war is gonna go on. It's not they already took shit, but this a war of mines. This where the chess game come in at, where you get your common sense back on what a deceiver is trying to do. See, once a motherfucker lie to you, you supposed to be able to, I gotta watch this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And you don't tell them when you catch every lie. You just keep on so you can understand and see how Ben sinking, like I told you. Them Siberians over there, they playing the northeast area, right over there. That's the Pacific Ocean area that they playing with right there. And then they got to kind of fuck with Australia a little bit and borderline it. They playing because it ain't no bottom or no damn globe. Why they don't worry about the southern grids, the land down under? They don't like to talk about that, because a lot of little children gonna be like, hey, damn, we jumped down from the earth and yo-yo back up to the earth. Is that really how it works? Because there was too much kangaroo talk. It was too much kangaroo talk, so they had to play with it, and they just said fucking ocean. Because too many people were talking about the kangaroo shit. Too many people was like, man, this shit don't make no sense. Anytime you get a group of people that start saying something don't make no sense, they got to get you out of there. They got to make you stay on course with their life, bro. But once you see them for who they is, you got to understand the dark side and the light side. You got to understand the positive and the negative. See, the sun letting off all the energy. There's a positive and a negative. It's all. Now, when you create some poles to jumpstart your energy and all that, you're going to have a positive and a negative, a black and a red and all that shit. And that's the same way with this life shit. The hot zone is the positive, and that dark side people, those are negative people that's playing with your moral values that you wrote down and documented on those tablets. Those Siberians came down first. See, this was the first, before your indoctrination. See, your indoctrination is your education put in these universities by them people. These people were the smart ones. These are the puppets. The Jew got a secret relationship with the Jap. That's what the Jew man will tell you that, man. Them politicians ain't talking about they gonna do what the fuck we say do. Them presidents and all that shit don't mean nothing, man. Them puppets. Them puppets, bro. Them puppets, bro. These people been had our technology. I told y'all the other day, before I went to prison, I told ATF, I said, bro, I ain't said nothing to a couple of people. I said, man, it's laser technology on these stones, bro. This shit is precise, precision type cutting, bro. We had some technology that got away from us. Because I started noticing that Japan and the Orientals had structures and was building shit that they shouldn't be able to know how to build until they. It's a process in developing the techniques and the, you know, the craft to do shit. You just don't jump up and know how to do shit like this. I said, them hoes got our technology some kind of way, bro. But the motherfucker who really smothering us, bro, it's them Siberians. We already know Alexander the Great. We know that story. They come Johnny come late. We gonna bust them down. And then them the ones that run the globe. Them the ones that furthered the creation of the northern world. The globe ain't nothing but the northern world, Santa Claus world. This the only way they can migrate. These are the migrators. These are the trespassers that don't want to stay in the area which was indigenous by nature, their rightful areas upon the earth. Because upon the earth they have no land. They have cultivated lands that's up in the mountains, but they don't have the fertile lands, the fertile soils, bro. The fertile soils is the children of the sun's land, the Negro bloodline. And see what I'm finna hit at today, I'm gonna show y'all. Well, they tried. GUINEA, I told you, when I get into the Pacific, then I'm gonna get into it because I caught some old maps with GUINEA on both sides of the map. But they trying to say they done broke it down now to like it's on the east side of Africa and on the south side of Africa. But I seen a map where they had fucked them head, you know, on the east side of motherfucking Africa, and then on the west side of South America on this side. I said, what the fuck they got going on right there? See what I'm saying? So we gonna get into discrepancies today. And this right here, this screenshot just to piggyback on what I was telling you about those flight patterns during the war. They was getting from Japan to California too mother fast. They was getting there too fast. See, every time you run your little sobs, you're gonna mess up some kind of way if the truth ain't in you. Your mouth's distorted. Your mouth's distorted. I done seen Japan at goddamn 4 or 5 different places on this map. But anyway, that was that screenshot about right there. You see what I'm talking about? That was that screenshot about. Those fighter jets was getting from California to Japan too fast. Because Japan is really a pan. Anytime you start dealing with them J's, you got to pay attention because you know we didn't have a letter J. Then you go back to what? Your A-Y, Y, A-Y, the I, your I-N. Hey, this us. This all this our stuff. The Hebrew language, all that we already explained, all that shit come from us. Japan. Napon. I'm really truly believing that it was some Negroes there. If the man named one Solomon, but see Solomon, he's one of the fathers of the Masonic. They really mess with Solomon. So this how they got the hordes and the unification and the initiation and the secret people who don't know no better to think they holding on to some great shit by hiding from their own people and bloodline and being in secrecy, doing these sacrifices and selling their souls to these people, bro. They coming to get your soul, bro. They snatching souls out of the heavens right now. They messing with melanated energy in the sky right now. That's our energy. That's the heavens. That's where your soul go dwell, bro. That's where your energy dwell. But anyway, that's what that screenshot about. I want y'all to pay attention to this war I'm trying to tell you, because these people I just showed y'all, these people come out of high latitude areas. Ain't no water sitting on top of your head, draining down back to the ocean and feeding the ocean. The ocean water is one body of water, and those are the primordial waters that we raise from Mother Earth and every living thing upon them. Come up out of the earth, not up at the side of the earth. It comes up out of the earth in reality. You look up at the sun when it's up on top of your head. You ain't looking sideways at no sun all day long. It's coming over the top of your head. It's a 3-tier cosmology. I showed y'all how they made the universe, and we ain't connected. The sun don't need no help. The sun is the truth source, so it don't need no help. It don't need no guidance. And anytime they try to disrespect the sun and make the sun do what they wanted to do, you already know. You ain't got no business listening to no northerners. That's a no-no. North. N-O. No-no. That's a no-no. Once you get up over that 43rd parallel, so-called parallel, that concentric ring, once you go out far enough, once you're going outward, inward and outward, once you go out that parallel going north, why they don't never deal with the ones going south? Because the south is covered by the path of the sun. So when the sun comes across his path on these equatorial areas, that's the path of the sun, and that's when you get the north. No, that's when you get the north and the south, because you already got east and west, because the landmass is east and west. How you know that? Because it's split down through the Atlantic. And so they marked the spot, and I helped them mark the spot. And I'm finna show y'all why I've been talking about them little moles. I ain't got to deal with them, because I know they ain't talking about shit. See, this how they try to hook our bloodline up. This how the Yuchi bloodline, Yuchi. Then you got the Gullers. See? There's another one, Yuchi. Nazi is another one. Oh, the oldest bloodline. The Yuchi, the one they try to take out an isolate linguistic, like they ain't never taught. But they got overlapping cultures, but they ain't never told, they had no communication with their own people, and they overlapping in culture. They ain't never tell their children that this is mama, this is daddy, papa, baby, star, sky, sun. You ain't got no words in common with your own. That's a disconnect, what I'm trying to show you. And then they got all kind of tie-ins. Even with the Gullah, they try to say, what it is, guana. Over there, they try to lap us in there. But there's a connection to that shit, though. Ain't that right, Lil Mo? It's a connection to that whole western side where we just come right into the Atlantic and pull up in that bitch and do some shit. While y'all over there playing don't even want to learn how to feed each other. Y'all don't see what I'm talking about, bro. First of all, that equator, bro. First of all, first of all, this right here, bro. I wish y'all can see all this, because it got Nippon, Japan, Ophir. This is the translate. Man, that land they call Japan, I've been asking a question for about 2-3 months. How the fuck is Solomon Temple in Japan? We can't find it nowhere in the Middle East where it's supposed to be, nowhere. And then it's off down on the 20th parallel. Nigga, anything in between 23.5, you in the heat. So we know them people came down out the mountains. I done showed you they had to migrate. They are the migrants. They are the trespassers. Now they're the landholders. Because you forgave your trespassers. And now they want you to forgive those who have you in debt. See how that works? Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Yeah, please forgive our trespassers, and those who trespass against us, forgive them. Yeah, y'all gonna forgive everything because you're divine. They using your they using your spirituality against you. Now they gonna make a prayer and tell you to forgive them for trespassing on your shit. Now they want you to forgive them for putting you in debt. And the debt is your covenant to be in sin forever. Right out of your mama womb. But anyway, I'm just throwing through this shit, bro. If I don't get up out of here, bro. I showed y'all this yesterday. But there was another photo I had. I want to show y'all how when you look for them, they're going to show them other people, but you got to make them tell you this. I want to see those UV melanated absorption people. I want to see them. See? The Grito. I just kept that up there because I like that photo. Representation of a forced renewal and the sacred marriage between earth and sky. Primordial forms a universal love. See, I got rid of a screenshot when I was talking about, I was looking up love today. Now I put Mississippi in love, and that's the ass part. Let me see if I got the other one in the front. See, now I ain't get it. But I just put Mississippi in love, and it went straight to Serpent Mound. Talking about the loving connection between the earth and the sky and the heavens, and the importance of this constellation. You see the importance of this constellation, it sits right in the spot where the sun is midway. I'm talking about noon for the world. I ain't talking about noon for Atlanta and noon for Mississippi and noon for California. I'm talking about when the sun get noon, it's halfway point across. Ain't no 360. Nah. When it get halfway, midway across the entire earth, that noon, big boy noon. I ain't talking about just your individual noon. I'm talking about noon for the world. You know, Greenwich time. Y'all remember we were dealing with a nigga and I had to tell you, I said, these folks on a different type of time. This Greenwich time. These times don't even, these people on international time. Y'all got to fix these clocks. See, that what Unfair told y'all that. Y'all forgot, right? See, that what Unfair told y'all. Yeah, this Greenwich time, bro. These times, these clocks ain't even on the same hour. They trying to make this shit be a 9/11 ritual, but this shit took place in a day and a half. They trying to make it go to 9/11. See, they wanted to go to 9/11 because it was a ritual. See what I'm saying? No. Where you at? Hell no. You ain't got a little blue thing. Hey, baby, what's up? How the hell I took your no? Remove from standard moderation. No, because it still said remove. Put using the time I use it. No. How the fuck? Remove from standard moderation is no longer a standard moderator. Like CIJ here. How the fuck? See, every time I come up in here, now add it back. Add. Now yes, you ought to be getting some messages right now. I told you I came on your shit. My shit, it just had a little blue badge by it one time. I don't know. Type something. But you should be getting messages showing that you're still a moderator. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that Greenwich time, man, that's the primary. It cut straight across. They trying to line things up with European shit. That's why I cut straight across to London and shit right there. They lining up the zeros. See that little blue badge? See I changed that little blue badge? You see that? That's how mine was and yours. And I see that little blue badge. I said, it must be the little blue badge shit. I don't know, baby. I don't know. Shout out to my baby though. Yo, Capricorn, because we're going to talk about the Capricorn today in a few minutes. She'll be on for a few seconds. She had a Kim PPN on me. And see, we talking about the zero and the zero. When you're dealing with meridians, the meridians goes from top to bottom. I call it back on. This on the rock there, baby. The meridians go from top to bottom. But the meridians have curves on them because of the globe. Just like these parallels. They talking about supposed to be parallel lines, but these are parallel concentric life rings that come from the sun that they're playing with. And I'm getting a little throw it off right here. So what I'm trying to tell you that what is that? Oh, I'm gonna roll up a course, man. So that's life. That's the extreme life point. When the sun gets to high noon, earthly wise, you know what I'm saying? When they get to high noon, earthly wise, it's a constellation right there that's very special for some reason. I ain't got off into it real good yet, but it's supposed to pierce a dragon in these day and times. But see, this is a real eclipse. The real eclipse is when it's supposed to be that snake, that serpent, supposed to be the one that guards the harvest. See, at this ecliptic point right here, it's high noon, straight up in the air, not no tilt on it, not no going towards northeast. So y'all keep throwing people off like northeast and that pole sitting over there. It's straight up and down. And it's the ecliptic zone. And this where the snake is supposed to swallow the sun. Every so many years to get swallowed up right there. They say they won't come back for another 7,000 years without my calculation of what they told me when I was studying this shit. But I don't know how long it takes. But they say that shit don't happen every 7,000 years. And we lined that time up with the Bible. I said, well, it's happening every 7,000 years. So I know the history of the biblical text that they had put out. They got to restack their books now. Because it ain't about 4,000 or 5,000 years of history in the book. That's when I started saying that shit. But it's something special about that constellation. Because it's an ecliptic area and the sun do something special right there. And if it's really the moon coming in front of it, I seen some video recently that they faking eclipses and shit. But that's where the eclipse take place. And ain't no shadow, no ball of water up there spinning, and no shadows and all that. The earth is down here on ground zero where it's supposed to be on this three-tier cosmology, according to my ancestors. You see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about up here. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm talking about real reality shit. And the serpent ain't had no damn horns. So when they added the horns and the wings and the feet and the crown, see, this is where they finna turn nature, natural, into supernatural and animate this world and corrupt all knowledge. But how did they do that? They sitting down inside the temples at this point. I'm looking for a synagogue. I said some synagogue somewhere. There's some synagogue. I used to be looking for the synagogue. I know about the one over in Levant. I know about the oldest synagogue over towards the Aegean Sea. I was looking for all the synagogues. I said, they sent back somewhere writing these books and writing us out our shit. But I couldn't figure out where they were sitting at. They sit right up on our nose because they been came with the wall shit, with the friendly wipeout shit, and then took the lands where you are already built, where you have already built civilizations, earthworks and everything, because ain't nowhere in the hell no person from Siberia is sitting on the 20th parallel. 23.5 north and 23.5 south. It's the tropical areas. And when you squeeze in right in between that, that will be the zero line. That will be the actual equator line, the even point between Cancer and Capricorn. That will be the zero. So that's the zero line. And when you line up with the zero parallel, all you gotta do is line all your zeros up like cracking a safe. Line that zero up, and now you go into the angles. All the angles is 23.5 when you aim at the island. I mean the mountain where they come from. This is how they get their light from the sun. This is how they get their light from the sun. And it comes in at that same type angle. That's why they use this. That's why they use this angle. But when you stand it all the way up, you stand out across all the way up, because you got to stand it. He told it. Jesus told the cross on his back. He got to get hung on it too. He got to get nailed to it. So they got to stand it all the way up. And when you stand it all the way up, that's the living perpendicular, son. And it's the ecliptic area right here, son. And for some reason, they don't want you to know that, because this is where they take over and start creating their globe. Anciently, before the word globe even come into existence, they create northern knowledge. And they intertwine themselves with a pole. And then they intertwine themselves with another pole. But the two poles got the same conditions. One pole should be positive and one pole should be negative. But these two poles are going to take over and direct the sun's path. That's what they call universe. Let me keep going. I'm going to show you. Head circle is okay. And then it said between earth and sky, the primordial waters form the universal love. See, they talking about the Mississippi. They talking about the Serpent Mound now. So, solstice alignment, the head of the serpent aligns with the summer solstice sunset, connecting to the earthwork directly to the life-giving energy of the sun and the seasonal cycles and of growth and fertility. Some kind of way they have tricked us to think we need some poles and all this other shit to create the 4 seasons, but we don't. And I'm a dig on their ass because I know what I'm saying. I'm freestyling, but it's some kind of way they saying if this motherfucker wasn't tilted, we wouldn't have the 4 seasons. And I don't believe that they say. And I'm a bust them. I'm a bust them. Matter of fact, if anybody come through here and remind me to bust them, just put it in the little thing. Hey man, don't forget about the 4 seasons. Though. Come on, you ain't got to tell them. My mind fucked up. I'm gonna get them because they got me fucked up like this. And I'm gonna keep on dropping truth. Symbolism of the oval. The serpent open mouth craters a large oval shape, often interpreted as an egg, a symbol of creation, birth, and eternal life. That's why you see that egg with the snake wrapped around the egg. Eternal life. And the snake swallowed the egg. The snake eat the rats in the garden. The snake is the protector of the harvest. And when he swallowed his egg, it's like he swallowed the sun at this ecliptic area. They saying the sun is getting ate by this serpent. And go through these self-selection and then be, I don't know. I don't want to say that. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's something with that shit. Solar noon. Oh, solar noon. The sun has traveled half of its total daily sky path, which spans approximately 6,200 to 1,205. How do you goddamn? How do they not even close in proximity? Is it 6,000, 7,000, or 12,000, 15,000? See, this is mainstream shit. See what I'm talking about? But let's keep going. There's 10,000 to 20,000 kilometers along the upper atmosphere, depending on the latitude. Yeah, but he ain't going no farther. I don't think he go out there to that 43rd. That's the temperament area. He gonna stay in between these tropics, bro. He gonna stay in between these tropics. That's why you made your equator tracing his path. Angular distance across all global locations experiencing daylight, solar noon, not your noon, not your high noon, marks the exact halfway point of the sun's daily arc. Yeah, when it arc can get to its highest point, I'm talking about solar noon, his noon, not your noon. 90 degrees from the eastern horizon. 90 degrees. So if he's 90 degrees from the eastern horizon, if halfway point, he should be 90 degrees from the western. We talking about halfway, nigga. Don't try to freak this shit. We talking about halfway. Or 90 degrees turned along its daytime path. Okay, then we're gonna go into afternoon. And it's gonna be equal when he going on to the west and, like y'all said, going to sit down now. But he moving on a course. He got a circuit that he moves on. Everything got a circuit it moves on in those cosmos, and the sun don't need no help. These folk playing. These folk playing. Northern high latitude. That's who we on, because y'all northerners are the one creating this shit. But y'all sitting inside our temples doing it. You sitting right inside Solomon Temple with Solomon books that you done got out of some damn mounds that you calling tails. Now you sitting right on Solomon's land where he was moving from the Poon and going right over to that land y'all can't find out where he was getting his gold from, called Ophir, right there in California. That's why y'all was getting there so fast. That's why y'all was getting to those places so damn fast. And there was a discrepancy. See? That's why. When shit add up, 1 and 1 is 2, bro. 2 and 2 is 4. That's why y'all was getting us so fast, because you sitting right there with Solomon inside Solomon's temple with his books, rewriting and freaking it, so y'all can take over the God that we trust. To take over our sustainer of life on this earth. That's what y'all doing. Because once y'all take over there, y'all gonna take over the minds of the people. So now this is where the whole world is gonna be orientated, that the East is the shit. Nigga don't even like the West no more. Nigga live in the West and be talking about over there. Go move over there, bro. This the land of abundance over here. All the resources come from here. Africa got goddamn fertile land shit like that, but they ain't not like this over here. This where they gonna freaking everybody talking about to the east, my brother, to the east. But you gonna put them eastern stars in the west. The eastern stars gonna be in the west though. Your eastern stars gonna sit in the west. OS. OS mean west. ORI mean east. You gonna sit your eastern stars over in the west to watch over who your eastern stars are. I'm gonna get deep off into y'all shit, bro. Cause y'all playing a mean esoteric game with my people, and my people scared to wake up. My people scared to look at the sun cause of y'all motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, real talk. Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 north, where the sun sits directly overhead its solstice noon, the first half of the day. What? That mean that? Come on, man. I hope I got my screenshots in line with this shit, cause I be not. There you go. Trajectory covers roughly 6,200 miles, 10,000 kilometers. Okay, that sounds about right if it's sitting on my side of that north though. But when he say north, it's the north heading into the north, but it's still inside of the tropic areas. You see what I'm talking about? And this is what God's children are, bro. We are the children of the sun. The Negro bloodline is the oldest bloodline on this earth, bro. And the most intelligent. Y'all can't fuck with us right now. That's why you got to keep your foot on our necks forever. Y'all don't want to wake up to sleeping giants for real. The ones y'all call giants. The ones y'all call 80s. The ones y'all call gods. The ones y'all call Atlanteans. All that shit you call us, y'all talking about these niggas, this Negro bloodline. And I know it's hard for some of these niggas to believe that they this divine and they this intelligent and they this smart, and this is what's the purpose of them treating you and handling you the way they handle you to this day. They got a disdain for you because they know you are the key to their demise, and they ain't talking about just killing them and all that, to all their lies, the walls and bricks of lies coming crumbling down. Like that girl you say, like the walls of Jericho, they gonna come crumbling down, bro. When the truth, we gonna break the walls and set us free on our own land. How you at home and can't walk around butt naked, bro? How some other man come in and put his feet up on your coffee table and you smile and go work for him every day and on your shit? I have a problem with it, bro. I really do. I really do. Continuous daylight, Arctic. Now they on the move to the Arctic. Above the Arctic circle, when the sun stays above the horizon, when the sun stays above the horizon for a full 24-hour cycle on the solstice, the sun complete a full 360-degree circle. It might do, but it ain't going around no globe. The midway mark occurs at 12 hours, covering approximately 12,400, because it gets smaller as they go out, right, up the globe. But the ring gets larger as they go out upon the earth. Remember that. Remember that. The rings get larger upon the flat earth, but they get smaller. And that's why they landmass, the ice that they say is the North Pole don't fit in between that 90th parallel, because the rings get smaller as they go up, fucking with them. But in actuality, it's like a ripple effect. You hit it in the middle, and the rings spread out in the water. That's how these rings work. They get larger as they spread outward. They don't get smaller as they go up no ball, water going up, waterfall, man. So they concentric rings ain't even right that they playing with, bro. Covering approximately 12,487 miles, half of the Earth rotational circumference. I know that's real, but the Earth ain't rotating, and the rings don't get smaller. They go outward. They go outward towards north. And due north, they don't like to talk about due north, because due north is dead center what I'm talking about. And when we line due north up on this zero, how we cracking cold, Put the 0 in there, put the 0 in there, and point out there to that north, right in that center. This is the location of Solomon's land. This is the location of Solomon's temple. This is the location where Japan, them Siberians, they came down from high altitudes out of those mountains, and they came down the steppes of Eurasia from Jacob's ladder all the way down from the heavens, and God had told them to come kill every nigga in that tropical area. We want all that shit. That's what's going on, bro. And they sitting right inside them temples, right in that Illuminati shit. And that's why all these niggas want to be Shriners right now, because they turned it into a shrine. Ain't no synagogue. Ain't no temple. There's a shrine now. And y'all niggas gonna go all y'all life till you get on your deathbed and want to tell somebody the truth that you sucked some dick and drunk some blood and got fucked off in your ass and rolled a goat and fucked the goat and did all that dumb ass shit. And now you want to try to amends and tell a nigga some real shit before you die. Man, I got time for that shit. Don't nobody got to be initiated to no Greek fraternities, ain't no initiated, nigga. It's called birth. And when you're born in your rightful area. And we the children of the sun, and anything between these tropics was Negro shit. I'm talking about worldly, and worldly mean the first man upon the earth. Humanity, that's world. We are the world. World mean man, I told y'all that. These folks, they know they fucking with God. They got their foot on God's neck, on God's children's neck, and perpetrate like they're God's chosen ones. That's what's going on. Let's keep popping though. Let's keep popping. In flat earth model, the sun moves in a circle above the flat plane around the magnetic pole. What magnetic pole though? Ain't no magnetic pole. See, we already proved this fact. Because they already told us themselves ain't no magnetic pole. They created that. The magnetic pole is the sun disk, is your God that they done placed on the ground. I keep telling y'all this now. I keep telling y'all, I keep showing y'all the receipts of this shit. And midway through the daily path at solar noon, the sun has traveled a 180-degree semicircle covering approximately 15,000 to 20,000 miles, depending on the specific model, outer circuit radius. The outer circuits get larger as they go out, like I just tell you. See? Something like, oh, this knowledge coming. Tracking this sun, bro. Path geometry, flat earth cosmology. The summer solstice path is the sun's innermost concentric circuit, ring, whatever you talk. I told the sun is traveling on his own circuit, bro. All things are traveling on their own circuit and it's held together by the glue of the sun. If it's any kind of gravity, the sun owns it. That's it. That's all. Its concentric circuit aligned above the Tropic of Cancer, the sun completes a full 360-degree loop every 24 hours. So 12, I'm just saying, midway point solar noon, halfway through the 24-hour cycle, 12 hours, the sun, anyway, y'all get where I'm coming from. So when I line this up, what I'm trying to say, this is where the ecliptic area at, and this is where the true location of the serpent constellation is located. They ain't even trying to throw you off the location. They trying to throw you off their location. But they located right in this same spot, due north, out in the mountains. Out there in the mountains, up in high latitude. That's where these folks are located. They're not coming from the heavens. Ain't no water, ocean, no hyperborea up over your head. We already improved all this. You got to make sure your children know this. So you got to start sitting down with them babies and let them pray and teaching them some real shit about their own culture, bro. Because these other children know they little culture. They know all the lies. They know all the lies they family hold substantial goddamn wealth with. The lies, and think they better than you. They're not smarter than you, man. Estimated distance traversed, and calculated using the standard distance from the North Pole. From the North Pole, that be the sun or not. Cause ain't no pole. The sun disk is the pole. I'm the pole. To the tropical council, minus 43 miles radius, the total dated circuit circumference is roughly 27,000 miles. Bust that in half. We talking about noon. The halfway distance of travel along the circular will be, okay, bust it in half, 13,500 miles. Either way, we talking about solar noon. And this is what they done took away. And there's something special about that. And that's a special constellation. And they take it by making a dragon. And the dragon, we know is going to be Japan. But I'm telling you, they had a place inside of this temple. Looking at your books and rewriting ain't going to make you believe in that East. By orientating you into this shit. The whole world has went through an Eastern orientation. We've been orientated into this shit. And when they little puppets come along, the little Jew and the Jew run the beast, the beast gonna start going inside all these universities and putting down indoctrinated information. That's why they say your education ain't nothing but indoctrinated into a pool of lies. But once you swim outside that realm of awareness and understand you listening to the dumbest species on the earth, then you got them running to the Jew with the Semitic shit. Then you come outside that realm of awareness and understand them bitches ain't talking about shit cause they got a motherfucker that telling them what to do. Then you run into this Orion. And then you go up into the high altitudes and realize that they separate and they playing both sides of a middle. Because when they migrate, some migrate to the cold areas and some migrate over to the heated areas. But they all come from the same location. I don't give a fuck if you're Mexican, Cuban, Polynesian, whatever you trying to claim. North Korea, Mongolian, Japanese, Chinese, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Alaska and Siberia, that's where y'all whoop-de-whoop at. And y'all get with them Europeans and make your raise because Russia's up in there too. And they migrating their goddamn self from a colder region from Northwest because that shit is real cold Northwest. See, and they're migrating. They got to keep moving. A nigga who doing agriculture, we got to sit down and wait on the crops to grow. We ain't got time to be goddamn wandering around in no motherfucking wilderness, nigga. We got goddamn apples and oranges and trees and lettuce and motherfucking squash and corn to tend to, nigga. We ain't running around in no wilderness but nigga to my eating each other up, nigga. These the migrants. These the ones who gotta migrate and try to find a substantial way of life on earth. Nigga, we born in heaven, nigga. We born in heaven on earth. We got everything we need. Common sense gonna kick in around this bitch. These motherfuckers, now they done migrated over here. Then they meet up at this little center point and make this little goddamn brick and talk about this the sun dish. They gonna make your God be a rock on the ground and then take place and start talking for God, talking for the sun. The sun don't even talk. The sun is truth. He's so truthful. He got a way to them same concentric rings that's on that ground. Them same concentric rings will hit you on your pineal gland, and that's how you get your information. That is your central intelligence. That's why that's the seat of your soul. It's in the middle of your brain back there. That's why both of them eyes look like a half a brain. You split that goddamn brain over, they look just like them goddamn Egyptian eyes. Cause that's how deep this shit get. That's your central intelligence, not AI, AY. Hey, son. Hey, there. Hey, greeting that sun in the morning. Thank you, God, for giving me another day. That's your culture. Thank you, God, for nursing these crops. I need to put a little water up there to tend to them crops. Long as you do your earthly work and be a steward of all this earth and take care of Mother Nature, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna make sure them crops keep coming up out that ground. All you gotta do is feed yourself and enjoy yourself until the dark side comes. Y'all better pay attention what the fuck going. Y'all better pay attention what's going on, man. On your shit. The midway point, the sun's seasonal path across Earth's surface is the equator, 0 latitude. Seasonal arc, the sun's zenith. The zenith is the highest point. The highest point, that will be midway. Shifts continuously between, he can shift all he want to, long as he stay over here with his chair. Long as he stay away from them goddamn mountain in that dark side, whatever y'all got going on over there, stay over there, stop there. No wise. No, it's Noah. No wise. No, stay your ass over there. Cause y'all, we can't blend with y'all. Y'all ain't gonna never look at me in my eyes and as I'm supposed to be looked at. Looking down upon me. Like I don't know who I am. No. Y'all ain't about to fight out of all these niggas, man. No. The season's controlled by God. Time is controlled by God. The sun don't need no help to do none of this. That's why it's called a solar system. Ain't no universe. Universe is when they connect themselves to something that don't need no help. Between the tropical Cancer 23.5 north during the June solstice and the Tropic of Capricorn, Yelly, 23.5 south during the December solstice. So how the fuck do we need you to tell us about seasons when he's moving in between his path? This is the equatorial path. He don't need no help to make no goddamn seasons. His circuit is already planted. They've been doing the same thing forever and gonna be doing it when you leave here, while you here, and before you get here. The sun been doing the same damn thing and don't need nobody playing with this information. See, that's what I be telling you. Once you disrespect the sun, now you're going off into some shit, letting niggas talk Japanese and that anti-up shit to you. And then when they anti-up, they gonna orientate your ass into this shit. Then they gonna pass you on down to the babies like they passed this knowledge down to that Jew, and that Jew went on down out of Hollywood and used the same type big screens and green screens and fakery to fake the world out, like they done fake the world out with these rockets and spaceships and monsters and shit. All this animated ass, cartoon ass shit. But we live in reality. And our God sent right in this realm with us in the physical and light this bitch up every day divinely, radiantly, and feed us, and was feeding us real proper. For some people to come to about we eating each other up and get them the right to take our agricultural lands that sustain the world, nigga. We feeding the world with they foot on our neck. I told you they playing chess on our back, the chessboard on our back. We on our hands and knees, head to head, while they got a board playing these little war games, this fake ass shit on our back, and all we gotta do is stand up and the game over. The whole board gonna flip once you stand up and rise up to the living perpendicular and anchor yourself to this earth. Get off your damn knees, praying to some fake ass God out of cube and all that bullshit, and stand your ass up at the perpendicular, at your L's, nigga, at your ankles, and anchor yourself to this earth and stand up and let these people know you know who the fuck you is, bruh. The same way they anchor them ships. And when them ships get out in the middle of the ocean, they want to be stationary, they gonna send them anchors down that water on the tank, into them holes hit Mother Earth, the bottom of the ocean. Because that's the backside of that goddamn ball, is the bottom of the ocean. And we sit at sea level. See? That's where we stand. That's the third, that's the second tier. 3-tier cosmology. And water stop at our feet at sea level. I ain't talking about them water bases up in the mountains and this fake shit trying to get 3% of the water and act like it's an Arctic Ocean, then create an Antarctic for the duality. No, ain't no duality with soul. He don't need no help. And every time you try to help him, I'm gonna show my people that he don't need it. Cause y'all lying, man. And y'all gonna continue to lie and lie and lie, and I'm gonna continue to shake and wake the ones who need to be woke. Cause guess what? I need no views. I ain't no damn scholar and I don't do it for dollars. Been told y'all who the fuck I was. Y'all think I be playing, bro. The sun passes directly over this zero parallel twice a year during the vernal March and autumnal September equinox. Are those eclipses? Because this is the ecliptic area. Then they'll tell you this is the ecliptic pole. They'll say pole. Then say, well, this is where the eclipse take place at? No, it don't take place right there. Well, where it take place at, Gemini? AI, ChatGPT, all the shit. Where it take place at? Well, it take place on the ecliptic plane. Where the ecliptic plane located at? It's saying around that zero. We took that constellation. I don't know what to say no more. I'm AI. Well, bitch, I'm AY. I'm God's child, nigga. I don't play this shit. Don't try to take shine from the sun, because he gonna give you to the little supposed to give you to anyway. He gonna come shining every day, right on time. Y'all playing like y'all know, so y'all don't know shit. Y'all don't know shit. The sun passes a direct load of zero parallels twice a year. We just read that. Flat Earth mapping and flat Earth circular model. The midpoint between the innermost solar tract, Tropic of Cancer, the innermost solar tract. That's the innermost solar tract. The whole tract goes out to the 35th parallel. Both ways, north and south, not up and down. Sun don't move up and down. I showed y'all that. It goes out that way and behind you back that way. And why this shit in the south don't get as much attention and all that shit, and why we ain't got no middle west over here, and why the southern, the Capricorn, why these parallels back here ain't being mentioned and all that shit. Because all this shit is the sun path down here, because it's the lands. Y'all dealing with people coming out of the wilderness, man, with horns coming out their so-called pineal glands, growing horns, taking it to the lodge to fuck the goat. No, we don't ride just fucking, we get some chicken and ride him. Well, they was fucking him. You participating in a ritual where them niggas were fucking goats and transferring their fake ass sins to the goat to cut the goat neck. They can be forgiven for all the bullshit that they came down on the land and did to God's divine people, which is you. Whether you cuss, say a dope, shot a nigga, I don't give a fuck what you done did in your life, you still is the divine one, my nigga. Ain't never too late to learn the truth about who you is, my nigga. These people are not smarter than you. You already know they can't fuck with you in basketball. None of that. They making robots around this bitch. Niggas patting balls like that. Man, what y'all did these folk out here, bro? These niggas ain't got the rhythm even come from the sun. Your rhythm even come from the sun, bro. You got niggas around here talking about putting on suntan lotion and all this old sunscreen and all that shit. For what? Nigga, you a child of the sun. Nigga, you been in these fields growing corn since the beginning, nigga, and making earth works, line up to the sun, equinoxes and solstices, nigga. And then these folks tell you what the fuck you got going on your shit. Man, I don't supposed to be cussing like that, but man, I ain't got time. I'm going through this shit, because I be for real about this shit, bro. The Tropical Capricorn corresponds to the equatorial line. You see that? Once you squeeze in between, directly in between Capricorn and Cancer, you're going to have that zero line where they going to create this fake ass equator at. Like I keep telling y'all this shit. And when he get up on that zero, when he rocking back and forth in that bitch like he want to, it's his shit. But whenever he line up on that zero, the years when he line up with the year when he line up on that zero and he line up with that meridian and shit, he gonna rise up and look up at that bitch. That's the living perpendicular, and that's the constellation that they fucking with right now. And want you to think that bitch tilted and you headed over there at a motherfucking angle at 23.5. And that can't be solar noon, because God ain't off balance. The solar system is not off balance. Your globe off balance, and you off balance, because you come from the dark side. And you fuck goats, and you fuck with little babies, and you do a whole lot of shit that you done made us substantial to bow down and respect you. Nah, that ain't our culture, man. Our culture is to feed each other. Our culture, nobody goes starving. Our culture is breaking bread. Our culture is eating life. Our culture is thou shalt not kill. We don't worship no God of war. That ain't our culture. That shit come from y'all, man. Y'all still just warring over here on our, and then you warring within our shit too, because that's our shit too. Every earthwork built in the sun's path were built by Negroes. Even the ones in Africa, because them Africans, them niggas ain't have enough motherfucker. And then I don't like your little moles. Yeah, I forgot I got a little more in this title. Let me keep going. I'm gonna get on y'all little moles a bit. That my baby is up there. I got a scheme. I be talking about baby all the time. The equator. Huh? What that shit say? That shit say tropical Cancer. Okay, that's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. The equator latitude parallel midway between the tropical Cancer and the tropical Capricorn. That's the equator. Zero. In between me and Yellow there. In between me and Yellow there. That's where that shit at there. That's what they created that fuck ass equator that go around a ball of water that don't exist. The equator is an imaginary line that goes around and separates the southern hemisphere from the northern hemisphere. Ain't no hemisphere, man. It's nothing. It's the earth crossing. You go straight ahead there to the north and back there to the back, and then you go left to the right there. You ain't never did the left slide to the left and to the left and to the right and to the right and to the back and then you go forward to the goddamn north there. On your ankles there. Standing up at a living perpendicular there. That's how you walk around this earth. Now watch this shit. Cause I told y'all, once I get through busting up them Pacific Islands, I had to get GUINEA ass too. Cause I seen them motherfuckers and see, I think these are the places where they was transporting Africans to up off their land as they went in there and Christianized and it's something about GUINEA. It's something about the guinea pig. See, it's something about Guinea. Something about GUINEA. I ain't gonna go too deep off into it today, but I'm gonna, you know I ain't gonna stop. But I been know that I had to get on GUINEA because I done seen them on both sides of the map. How large is this land mass? Watch this. It said, I'm gonna go back. It said the North Island, Pacific point in the Atlantic Ocean, known as North Island. You know what all that shit said up above that? No, the sun, the zero meridian, it don't line up right there like that. So now I know it ain't over here till the 23.5, and I line back up on zero, and now they gonna take me to some shit called North Island in GUINEA. What? See, I knew I was gonna bust y'all ass. Now watch this. Location situated is a location situated in the Gulf of GUINEA, roughly 380 miles off the west coast of Africa. Okay, it is. Okay, keep running your damn mouth. Geodetic coordinates 0 north, 0 east. What you mean, bro? 0 north, let's go that way, and then 0 east. So okay, east 0, so we at the 0. The baseline starting point for the WGS 84 geographic coordinate system. Y'all know they try to put these coordinates together. Y'all know this shit ain't never fit, right? The person who put these coordinates on this globe, they never did fit properly or enter that shit. Y'all know that, right? God, shit perfect. Our shit perfect. I don't know why y'all keep on fucking with it. Now y'all making up some more. Okay. Shape contents. While the Earth itself is an oblate spherical. Oh, it's oblate. That was Neil deGrasse Tyson. See, that's some new shit. Now it's shaped like a pear. See, I remember they did that. See, they did that in my lifetime. They said it was a perfect sphere, bro. See, they got to keep changing this shit. They said the Earth was the globe is a perfect sphere. Perfect means perfectly round, a cylinder all the way 360 degrees in any direction which you wanted. A sphere is a sphere. And they said it was perfect. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, the one, came out here and said, well, you know, it's not really perfectly round here. It's oblate. I said, what the fuck is oblate? You know, something like a pear. Now this motherfucker pear shape. Now this motherfucker pear shape. See how they got to keep changing shit? Every star gonna be a sun. They're gonna have 1 billion universes. As far as they can take your ass into Wonderland and keep on enslaving you for these resources and living good while you live hell on earth. That's what the fuck they gonna do. And if you don't live hell on earth, you're gonna be living a fucked up life, because you're gonna be goddamn doing all kind of sacrifices, drinking blood, and doing all kind of perverted sexual shit that you ain't got no business doing, bro. Straight up. The shape. While the earth itself is an oblate spheroid, slightly flattened at the points of bulging at the equator, the intersection of, man, you see this shit? Don't keep on changing and keep on lying and keep on lying. Bulging at the equator, the intersections of these two lines defines a single geographic coordinate rather than an eclipse. And you a goddamn lie. This is where this eclipse take place at, bro. This is where they get this marriage to the beast ritual from. When God come marry this beast, and when that full moon, you know they go crazy when they moon get full, Because that's their God. Man, y'all know this shit in real life, bro. I'm finna bust their ass. Don't watch this. Now, they just told me Noah Island in GUINEA is the goddamn spot where the zero come in, and then there's a parachute, then nigga all this here shit. Then watch this. Noah Island is a fictional island created by choreographers, and GIS analysts as a humorous practical concept for handling geocoding errors. Shit don't match up. So they make up another little spot called Noah. I know that real. No, tell it ain't so. No. You just told me this would make me know there ain't no eclipse there. You just told me there's a pair and all that shit and did all that shit to tell me no, ain't no eclipse going on over right here. It's over there on the 23.5 with my dad said, with the Japanese signs say. We got to go what they said. They gonna get us. We got to stay on script. So we got to make up some shit called pear-shaped earth and spherical and bulge out. And ain't no get away from the zero. Move. There's no island right here. There's no island. No. Then come right back and have to admit the truth that Noah Island is a physical place too. Just like Hyperborea, and just like everything they talking about is fictional because it's an animation. And y'all live in the animation with these people. For handling geocoding errors. Too many errors with it. I told you this shit don't fit. This shit don't even fit. The coordinates located precisely at 0 north and 0 east where the equator and the Greenwich prime meridian intersects in the Gulf of Guinea. In the Gulf of Guinea, so the Gulf of Guinea got to be lining up with goddamn London and all that, because London and Greenwich is the same time. We learned that on Kanik. I'm trying to tell you what's going on now. The misfit data. Yeah, I know it's misfit. See, I ain't even read all this shit. I just be taking it and come to pop it when the database or map application receives corrupt, missing, or invalid location data, such as the blank input default. Let me see what these folks talking about. They showing they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Some of the mistakes. Damn, I ain't gonna get all this shit. 1 meter square imagery island in the database like natural earth. So these stray data points will visually pop up in one spot for easy troubleshooting. So y'all just put some other shit up there to even shit out. Y'all making up shit as you go. If it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax, man. Let that shit go. So I gotta relax and just be content. I popped off a little too much today. Cause I'm gonna show y'all some of this earthquakes, what I've been telling y'all about these little moles. That's what I'm gonna show y'all. What is actually there? Physically, it is open ocean. That's what it is. So what y'all playing? Historically, a weather observation, buoyancy and density, that's what we deal with. Ain't no gravity. Station 13010, nicknamed Soul. Ooh, they fucking with the soul. Listen with this shit, with these folks be doing that. Nicknamed Soul was anchored at those exact coordinates as part of the Parada Ocean monitoring system. I got to look into that shit there. Cause these people is not gonna stop playing with my folks. I don't even like some of you niggas, but I want y'all to know the truth. Straight up. The term GUINEA appears on opposite sides of the globe map due to European exploration and colonizing. This is where they were taking, these are the spots they were taking slaves to, bro. But they were taking slaves from Africa. See why I did? I think the moles was enslaving their own people too. Them the motherfuckers out there with them goddamn fezes on, with the white man out there beating them Africans, beating their own folks. They ain't none of those over there doing that shit. Kunta Kinte, no, that's them. Coming in with rifles and whips and shit, while the white man slipped up with the hard hat on. See, these Shriners, they up under the, that's why they know so much about that goddamn Mason shit. The MOOR science temple and shit. That's why they intertwine with the Europeans so good, as they enslave some of their own folk. These folks, them Europeans, them motherfuckers enslaving their own folks, needing enslaving their own folks, the ones who were in power. Man, y'all don't get this shit. Appears on opposite sides of the globe, map going to exploration and colonial naming conventions that associated geographically distinct regions with similar physical traits or coastal features. See, watch how they gonna try to mix us up with these Africans. Why did West Africa, the original Guinea, the region along the Gulf of Guinea includes modern Guinea and Guinea-Bissau, and equatorial Guinea derives its name from the Berber word Egina, or Guinea. These the Berbers. Them Berbers, that's them goddamn, they Berbers, they barbarians. Black ass Berber barbarians. That's who them fucking Moors are. I told you that little land right over there on that goddamn tip where we going on up in Eastman. That was our little burial ground. They try to claim that like they built some shit. Man, that's our burial ground. Nigga, we were burying our folks over there. We were burying our bloodline over there. Then y'all folks. That's why y'all digging them up, nigga. Straight up. Meaning black people, or land of the black people. Oh, okay, know what I mean? Well, y'all can have black power. Oh, I ain't gonna have black shit. I'm melanated. I'm God's chosen, man. I come from divine land over out this west, bro. Oceania, which should be Australia. Papua New Guinea. Spanish explorer Mingo Ortiz de Ritis applied the name New Guinea to the Pacific island in 1545 because he noted that the indigenous inhabitants, watch this, closely resembled the native people he had seen along the West African Guinea coast. Who y'all think they say? The same way I'm telling you we built mounds all up through this motherfucker, through God's path. We did it right across that Atlantic too. That's why I know it was so easy. We passing right by the MOOR, dropping that nigga, just getting that nigga shit. We going on up and building pyramids over there and shit. Oh, little baby, the little kindergartners probably was playing around right there. You ain't got to do it, but come across the Atlantic, man. Got little areas over there, ain't got some shit going on. They probably practicing over there. Y'all take them niggas over there and practice that shit, man. Y'all take that clad over there, y'all go over there and play right there in that little zone. That's little shit over y'all play with. Nobody ever went over there bidding shit, bro. They ain't never said nobody had no mounds over there. I ain't never heard Sarah Susan say they talking about no mounds. He talking about the pyramids like they shit, like they rise some shit because they got a point on. And this how they tie the Uji Gullah to Angola. But they Christianized over there, so nigga, I'm like, they ain't fucking with the sun. I can't fuck with them, but I can't do that. I got to go with the truth now. See? I'm gonna show y'all something about this goddamn west coast of this western coast of Africa. Guinea, a sovereign country on the coast of West Africa, Atlantic Ocean. Papua New Guinea, an island nation located in the Pacific Ocean north of Australia. So when y'all wrap around this, okay. Equatorial Guinea, a small country in Central Africa, Guinea-Bissau. A nation directly north of Guinea in West Africa. So where Guinea at? Who are these people? Y'all Moors took some shit right here, man. Y'all bitch ass Moors took some shit right here, bro. It's too many Guineas. And y'all enslaving y'all own people and selling y'all own people, and the white man that y'all fuck with doing the same thing. And y'all meet up right over that bitch in that Mediterranean Sea over there, and then man, y'all Moors ain't shit. Y'all the ones that brought them to the homeland, to our homeland, after we fed y'all bitch ass niggas, man. Why this Guinea shit, this new Guinea shit, this y'all motherfucking Moors, bro. And that shit y'all claiming y'all built, bitch, we built it. I showed you how to do it. But we were on your side, though. But I'm going to show you some real shit, though, fuck, boy. Because y'all pissing me out right here in this little gap. I need to get y'all smoke me a cigarette there, because I'm finna show y'all how I already foreseen this shit. Long time ago. Big picture. The word GUINEA ultimately derives from the Berber word. They did that. Portuguese explorer borrowed the term in the 15th century. They did. They go back. They go. Let's keep going. Because hold on, I want to make sure I don't miss nothing. Over time, European traders and colonizers applied the name to various global regions. All right, let's go. Portuguese, let's go. Papua New Guinea. Hold up. I gotta get that damn pop out right. Hold up. What they got right there? Because I ain't got that time. A British gold coin, first minted in 1663, made from gold imported from GUINEA region of West Africa. The guinea pig, domesticated rodent, native. He go to rat now. Why didn't? Rodent native to South America. So if the rat native to South America, how the fuck it get over there? I'm gonna show you how we got over there too. See, we got over there too. They were likely named guinea pigs either due to, let's go. Cause I'm ready to get out this bitch for real. Why did? They were brought to Europe via ships stopping along GUINEA slave trade routes. Y'all Moors. I done seen y'all out there with them fezzes on y'all head, beating y'all own people in front of them white folks, bro. You dig what I'm saying? It's footage of y'all niggas with them fezzes on, bro. With them fezzes on, but you ain't the leader of the army, the white man, the leader of the army. He done brought you all off down to your land. They down there getting goddamn copper, y'all rub out the goddamn Congos and all kind of shit. They got Yokohama ties, Japanese there. Goodyear tie, white man there. The blimp and everything. And y'all down there beating y'all own people to motherfucking death. Tearing their ass up for a white man. Getting that rubber out there goddamn. And them folks over there still starving right now. And the rubber industry is one of the most substantial industries in the fucking, I don't want to say word, in the world, bro. See what I'm talking about? So ain't no respect for no little mo, man. Everybody good fuck cause you know some Illuminati ass motherfucking geometry and all that old motherfucking basic shit. Everybody give a fuck about that, bro. We give a fuck about the sun and how y'all playing with it, nigga. Mainstream genetic, historical and archaeological evidence shows that the indigenous population of West Africa originated within the African continent. Though alternative theories suggest pre-Columbian transatlantic voyages took place. But see, those people of that time that figured out that there was a connection, see, they were brainwashed to think that the African people were first. Like my nigga said it. I still fuck with the nigga. But he can't admit when he got down, need to tighten up a little bit. His shit just got to be right. He ain't gonna acknowledge that Dr. Ben said it was a connection between Memphis and Memphis. What connection it was, Dr. Ben? Dr. Ben couldn't even figure it out, but he knew it was a connection. Your job was to finish Dr. Ben's work and bring what I'm bringing right here to us, nigga. With your little high yellow ass, nigga. It's a connection. But the distortion and the deception and the discrepancy is that the African people did not come before the American people, nigga. And you want to hang on to what you built. You can be the melanated power cartel, nigga. You ain't got to be the black power cartel. You ain't got to ride with you raised up in the crowd and can't let it go, nigga. We expound and build on knowledge, bro. That's why they wanted us to stop talking that shit when we first started rapping, because niggas were talking about this African shit and we was getting to it. And you one of the niggas that was getting to it. Salute to you, nigga. But shit, nigga, you ain't no motherfucking African nigga. Mainstream scientific census, anthropological and genetic records indicate that coastal West African populations evolved indigenously indigenously within Africa over tens of thousands of years. Human migration migrated out of Africa rather than across the Atlantic into Africa. And see, this is Ivan Van Soderman, him and his white wife. Huh? But they thinking like this, they doing that shit, Diop. Nigga, you ain't talking about nothing, Dr. Ben. Everybody, she ain't on one with the internet just because you right up under, nigga. Y'all present the information. You getting the information firsthand, but nigga, we getting the same information because you present it, nigga. So what the fuck you talking about? I done been over there and I done seen. Why you don't stay your ass on over there then, bro? Y'all these you ain't want your ass over there and set up shop. That little nigga that was goddamn snowing the bluff, he took his ass over there and set up shop, got solar panels, made his little palace over there and everything. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, they think like this because they thinking in their head that goddamn Africa is first. Because we was oriented in thinking of that shit. That whole fucking east side is Afro-Eurasia. Africa is not disconnected from that side. That's the east, the whole east. Fuck them. On boss. Human migration migrated out of Africa rather than across the Atlantic to Africa. Into Africa. Why you say that, my nigga? And we the oldest. What the fuck you talking about? Somebody can summons that nigga too. Come and start popping up. I'm gonna start having time to pop up on YouTube and pop at you niggas now. Ain't no more dumb rolling. I'm drum rolling this shit. Mound building. I'm telling y'all, bro. Cause I'm gonna pop this shit, bro. Argued that the ancient Africans, such as the Nubians and West Africans, crossed the Atlantic to the Americas during pre-Columbian times, influencing cultures like the Olmecs, the ocean currents like the Canary Current. Well, why we couldn't come that way? They telling you it's a trade, it's some going back and forth right there. But nigga, y'all want Africa to be first. But the mound building started over here, and y'all trying to play with the dates, but we got the dates correct now, cause nigga, we over here buried in shit with woolly mound, woolly, the motherfucker with the hairy motherfucking goddamn motherfucking elephant in the water and shit, nigga. The woolly mammal, nigga. What the hell you talking about? This bitch 15,000 years old, man. Nigga, that was our bloodline came up in the Egypt and brought that irrigation system over there. No, Moshe. Not Moses, Moshe. And then you're going on down there, they're going to show you. These folks will have the most sophisticated irrigation system. They know how to goddamn fertilize that soil and get it moist and hold that water with irrigation system and feed all that shit over there. That was your bloodline did that, my nigga. Directionality. Record historical transatlantic human movement from West Africa occurred primarily via the transatlantic slave trade. See, that's why I know y'all moles on some bullshit, bro. Y'all ain't locked in. Y'all the ones turned Mama Earth, the Holy Land. Once the motherfucker locked in on y'all and seen y'all and had shit over there for real, y'all already told them the gods came from the west, bro. Y'all already told them the gods came from the west. Christopher Columbo sailed his ass west. That's where the X come from. Y'all don't want to go northwest. Y'all know them white folks over there in Canada ain't got shit over there. Y'all trying to get over into this west. The Earth cross, and that's where the X come in at. Oh, no, I'm talking about the big X, nigga. I'm talking about the big X. And that's why niggas think that's east over there in that corner over there where Japan keep playing at. But that's northeast. That's why you see when you're tilted, northeast become east. Nuh-uh, you not true east. Tilt your ass back that way, and then tilt your ass back that way again, cause your ass sit due north, straight ahead, bitch. See what I'm talking about? Y'all gonna make me get me a protractor, y'all gonna make me get me a protractor sit, like they maybe do when I first started taking geometry. See, you already got your 23.5 on a bitch, then you wanna tilt that bitch some more and act like you over here. Y'all seen you to my China sit over here straight east over here, and you true east, and got the sun on there like you, the sun rising east, and now you done took all our shit. You a trip, little Annie up. little animated motherfucker. Now just tilt that bitch back where it's supposed to be at, and accept the little translucent like you get up there in the mountains. It's coming in from that angle that you talking about, because that's your angle, nigga. Occur primarily transatlantic centuries and modern migration patterns carrying West Africans to the Americas rather than establishing coastal African populations from abroad. Read it again. West Africans to the Americas. And I can go with that, because there's a whole lot of niggas down there in motherfucking South America that look like Africans. I can go with that. I can go with that. But who was the first? Y'all ain't goddamn influenced no fucking Olmecs, nigga. How the fuck y'all influenced the Olmecs, nigga? The solar circuit axis, sun journeys across the heavens, relies on the cosmic pole. Sun journey across, if it journey across the heavens, it's a journey across the earth. Now listen, yes, it comes from the Latin word universum. This the connection, what I'm trying to tell you. The sun don't need no nigga trying to connect and handle him, man. Unus, one, and versus meaning turn into one. Versus unus, turn into one. But you adding some fake ass poles to my goddamn gut. Excuse me. I say I ain't doing that no more. I'm sorry, God. You adding some poles to my God, son. To the God, son. My son. He don't need no help. We don't need you to combine yourself with something that works individually on its own. The Father, the Son, and the energy that supplies these concentric rings, that when the ripple effect takes place, it comes out from the center and these rings spread outward, not go up a ball and come inward. Man, fuck your parallels, nigga. Y'all got real niggas fucked up. So ain't no universe. It's three-tier cosmology until my ancestors say different. Because the niggas who saying globe, shout out to my nigga, We Know the Truth Now. He just did a goddamn video on Alexander the Great, and you can find him as the one-horned shaggy goat in the Bible there that come from the West, and his predecessor, his first generation's army, will be, that's who Jesus is. So Serapis, the first white pharaoh. Syrian up and shout out to goddamn Ray Hagan, because the St. Louis pokey goddamn pig there, police there was a reverend that broke this shit out first, that I know of. The first white pharaoh took on the name of many gods. He had Miriam in his name, Mary. Zoltar, which is Sakar. Well, Haru get his heat hawk, but the original hawk was Sakar. The first pyramid was a step pyramid of Sakar. That's our falcon and our miracles, nigga. Huh? Swag? Huh? I know it. He took on the name of many gods and forced y'all little niggas over there to make a bust of him that they got in the London Museum right now, and it looks just like the one y'all got my people praising, bro. The one who walked the path with that cross on his back, of the sun, because he's immolating the crossing path of the sun cross, which become the earth cross, which give us our direction, our sense of direction. We don't need no motherfucking compass pointing towards no magnetic rock and none of that shit. All we need to do is know how to track the path of the sun and know our constellation, and we can go wherever the fuck we want to go, cause we them niggas, nigga. And the Western Plateau is our corner of the earth. But guess what? This ain't just our corner of the earth. The whole path of the sun was ours, nigga. And we left our trademark all across this earth, in between these tropical areas, nigga. And we left it even in Africa, nigga. Y'all ain't exempt. That's our shit over there too. Y'all got some of our shit over there too, nigga. Y'all got some of our shit over there too, little bitch. zero parallel equator on a standard azimuth equidistant flat Earth projection. The equator is a circular ring halfway between the North Pole, centered at the Antarctic ice rim, equating this to the ecliptic plane. Fails because the sun does not stay on the equator. It shifts between the tropical Cancer and the tropical Capricorn throughout the 1 year to create these seasons. Oh shit! The sun creates the seasons by moving back and forth on his own path, which he can tap dance, he can break dance, he can. No, I don't want him to do no moonwalk. I don't want him to do no moonwalk, son. You can moonwalk you want to, God. I ain't tell you what to do. But he can do what he want to do on his path, fool. So he create the seasons. And so now you're trying to say, by him moving back and forth across his own path, that make him not be lined up with the ecliptic when he hits zero. See, you still got a zero going on the meridian. So if he come across that motherfucker at 11 point on his path at 11 parallel, 2 parallel, 20 parallel, he's still within his zone. But we telling you, when he do squeeze up into there, when it however many years it take for him to do it, when he come through there on zero, and them zeros lock in, nigga, that's the living perpendicular. That's what everybody looking for. That's why that constellation is so important, nigga, because he lock in, and when he lock in right there, during that time, when he go away, that's the star pattern that's going to be right there, and it looked like a snake, and we built a serpent mound with the love of us interacting with the cosmos. We built a snake serpent mound to respect that eclipse that happened right there, because it looked like a snake is swallowing. It looked like the snake swallowed, but ain't nobody swallowed no sun. The sun went right on back to the underworld and came right on back the next day. Fool. So you just admitted the sun created the seasons, fool. See what I'm talking about? So we don't need no poles for the sun to create no seasons. We don't need no poles to direct the sun's path, because the sun automatically, you know what I'm saying, coming through there. He might be stagnant, drunk, my bad, I don't know if you drunk or not. Sun do, won't do. On his path. And it's cheering down here, cheering or something, we gonna respect it, dog. And so every time y'all try to disrespect, I'm gonna come out here and bust this shit up. Because that's what I'm gonna do. Zero meridian, prime meridian. The prime meridian is the arbitrary longitude north-south line running. I know it. Running from the pole, from pole to pole. Man, running from no pole to pole. Pole is up, top, and down. Ain't no going up to the top, up there, up over your head, up there, and down. This shit, man, it's going outward out there. And that's the zero that we're looking for, that meridian right there. And when it lines up, when the sun decides to be on the actual, in the middle of that motherfucker, squeezed on that zero little point there, if that what y'all trying to say, I don't even think you got to do all that. But if that what you saying, he do it when they get ready. But he's still within his path. And you just admitted that he created the seasons. So ain't no need for your poles. See? Because you just told me that's the reason you had to have a pole, because without the pole being tilted, we wouldn't be able to have no season. And now you just admitted that we will have seasons. So that shit you was popping the other day about directing the sun path, and we untilted. One of the main things is that the sun will rise in the east and set in the west at high noon. The same thing it do. See, that was the argument the other day. See, now you just killed yourself. So the sun still can create the seasons, because that was your excuse to why we had to have the tilt. See how that work? Shout out to my nigga, we roll that corn, man. We ain't on no planet, bro. But I'm gonna go to Pluto with you, because you divine, nigga, and I fuck with you. I'm gonna go to Mars with you if that's where you want to go, my nigga. But we ain't on no planet, bro. Roll that motherfucking corn, though. I'm going to motherfucking Jupiter with that nigga. Cause that nigga divine, bro. Motherfucker took 200 acres of tobacco land from his grandma, nigga. I feel your pain. I'm in this bitch. That's right. Shit. Let me see what this shit say. There's a apparent path of the sun across the celestial sphere relative to the stars tilted at approximately 23.44. See the fuck shit? See the fuck shit? Longitude south line running pole to pole. The ecliptic is the apparent path of the sun across the celestial sphere relative to the stars tilted at approximately 23.44 relative to the celestial equator. Huh? So they just gonna tilt us out. They gonna just tilt their brim on a nigga. Man, ain't shit tilted. They're living perpendicular straight up and down, bro. And y'all trying to take solar noon so y'all can control time. Whatever kind of time the sun is the time. Father time, bro. We ain't got time to play with y'all no more, bro. Get off our shit. Longitude. Lines cannot function as an orbit ecliptic plane because the sun crosses every line of longitude once every 24 hours. So fucking what? I don't believe every line of longitude where the rest of the lines at, because the other day when I was talking about Australia, they ain't had no more grids out there southeast. Bitch! See, I'm gonna connect these dots on y'all every time I want to, bro. I got ready to look for the rest of the lines on the other side of Australia and there wasn't no more grids over there. So ain't no more longitude line. It's just the face of the earth. You ain't got no longitude lines. You ain't got no longitude lines on the back of your motherfucking ball. Because the back of your motherfucking ball is the bottom of the motherfucking ocean. See? See how that work? Fuck y'all town back. Fuck y'all town back. West Africa does feature indigenous earthworks. They do. West Africa got earthworks, including impressive mound structures. Indigenous, damn, said y'all got mounds over there, bro. Sarah, they got mounds over there, bro. Indigenous complex built in a near its tropical zone. Notable examples include, and then they set it up for defense. Because y'all been fucking over the wrong people. And the people y'all fuck with want y'all to produce what y'all need to produce, because y'all told them y'all was them gods. And once they figured out y'all want shit, y'all had to point to the west. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. We been getting that shit from over there, man. Them the gods over there. Why y'all told us they were dead? Cause we were trying to take their shine, and they don't like to take shine because they just respect the shine. All they do is wait on the crops, and then when they give us all this shit, all these crops and shit, and how to agriculture and show us how to do earthworks and metals, and give us this gold and give us this cocaine, and we be giving to y'all because we know y'all love that cocaine, and we be giving to y'all, and we be getting it from over there. Where y'all been lying all these years? Then y'all done slayed up, and then we done did all this together, and all the time we been coming over there. I thought y'all been knew. Y'all met them over there in Crete. Them the same ones that the beasts over there. Yeah, they're the same one, bro. The ones with the Sidonians and the Phoenicians and go down through the Cretians, then come on and go into the Notches. Them the same folks. The Uchi them. The same gods. That's them. The West. Well, bitch, take us over there. And you led their ass right on over there. And you had a defense wall over there. Because you fucked over us some kind. What the fuck you got a defense wall way down off of this bitch? You ain't defending yourself against this goddamn white man you fucking with, nigga. Fuck you talking about goddamn the gods coming over there, but they gonna call our land the dead, man. Y'all thought y'all had killed all us, don't you? Shout the goddamn my nigga. We know the truth now, nigga. I doubt with you, nigga, about this shit. Fuck they time back. Nigga, we up in this bitch. Complex, they got all, here come the Son of Mary. The Son of Mary, always some Mary. Baram, Valley, Earthworks, Guiana. I told you, Guiana. I denied it the other day because they ain't like the sun. Ain't nothing wrong with our people being brainwashed. Shit, I'm brainwashed. I denied it because, goddamn it, hey man, them niggas don't like the sun. They ain't our culture. I ain't fucking with them. But it's something to it. It's some play right there with your moles right there on this west coast of Africa, nigga. Because I've been told y'all that northwest tip of Africa sit in the west. According to the Earth cross, the separation of the Atlantic. I told y'all that a long time ago. I first got out of prison. And I was doing my shit without no rules, without no skill. I got all my little sketches. I do this shit. Trenches, ditches, and rise mounds built between the 13th and 17th century, primarily for defense and settlement. What y'all trying to, what you need defense for now? You done beat your people to death. You done came in there and beat your people to motherfucking death, nigga, for a white man. Sold your people into slavery and everything, nigga. Fucking time out. And then y'all gonna get in the cahoots and talk about we came from over there. And Egyptians and all that, knew y'all that, all that y'all shit. Man, fuck you, Lil Mo. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Fuck you, Lil Mo. Lame man, nigga. Huh? Y'all ain't talking about that. Kombi, Salah, and inland Nigeria Delta mound. Extensive artificial settlement mound. Tails. See how they changed to tails? I told you they got y'all, they got our knowledge. The things that we knew about my aunt. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit fornication. We already had these morals and principles laid down on stones before a press in a book. Before a dumbass white man come and try to tell us dinosaur because he trying to cop off his great-granddaddy down, who is the dragon. They was allowed to piggyback and make a New Testament. They was allowed to do that by the ones who sat in our temples and rewrote and changed Moshe name to Moses and all the other shit they done did. And Alexander the Great trying to come late when they got there. They the ones that brought this gold concept to the world, bro. Piggybacking off the shrine. The shrine is sitting right on Solomon Temple, sitting right where it always been. The landmasses don't change the names, do. And sometimes the people do when niggas get fucked over on their own shit. And then you ate them up. You can't even tell us where the fuck the people went. The melanated people, they supposed to kept thriving and surviving, even though you came in and, yeah, you came in and exiled them where they go. Man, y'all ate these folks up, bro. Y'all were eating live barbecue sandwiches, nigga. Probably ate them alive, nigga. One of them more than you want to eat the crops. You give a fuck about growing no food. Y'all said fuck the sun, man. We fuck all the agriculture shit. We eating their ass. Yeah, that was dumb on that time. Y'all done built skull and bones, cathedrals and shit out my folks, man. Floating on the souls of my ancestors, building shit on top of the souls of my ancestors, bro. Y'all got me fucked up. Tales created through the centuries of continuous human habitation, mud brick constructed and agricultural. Nigga, that's our shit. Came through there and taught y'all that shit. Now y'all goddamn getting defensive. You wasn't defensive, we would bring that dope over there to your bitch ass. You wasn't defensive, we came on the show showing you how to do a little something. Call us guards in our face and then go there with the white man. Say them fuck niggas ain't shit over there. We been killed them niggas, all that shit, our shit. Then when it came time to show and prove, you had to come over there together with Christopher Columbus and think y'all finna keep the keys to the West and keep on thinking us goddamn spinning on the globe. Nigga, we finna lift this bitch up and stand flat-footed and live up at the living perpendicular and let you know this is our corner over here. This is where we started. But all this shit belongs to us. But mama land right here, man. This land of abundance, nigga. Nigga, this is where the true bloodline started. The Negro bloodline is the most superior bloodline on the earth. And we get treated the worst because they made their prophecy take place. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. That's what the fuck y'all done us, bro. And some of our souls and some of our spirits ain't pleased with this shit. But we gonna start teaching our babies, bro. Cause y'all got us fucked up out here. And I'm showing y'all this shit. Watch this shit right here. Watch this. Y'all another mound, Northern GUINEA. That's the one I said, nah, them ain't our people. They don't like the sun. But I can't do it like that. There is no evidence in South America Mississippi mound builders or transatlantic travelers built these structures. Mainstream archaeologists and genetic confirms these earthworks were designed, engineered, and constructed by entirely by the native Western African societies. Okay, we probably showed them how to do. Okay, y'all gonna have that, but guess what? Watch this right here. I go in right here, ask one question. This is my point right here. This is where I want to go right here. You're correct. You're correct. You're correct. The prime meridian 0 longitude cuts, what did it say? Cuts right through Western Africa, placing parts of Morocco, Algeria, Mali. I got some shit about Mali. I'm coming, y'all. Burkina Faso and Ghana, including that northwestern tip. That's what I'm asking about. That northwestern tip is in the Western Hemisphere. Bitch! Didn't I tell y'all that shit? Didn't I tell y'all that shit? I told you one shit supposed to be going across that motherfucking fucking, and I know that northwest tip, how Africa built up top, the Sahara Desert, when they come around and make that little loop where they call this up cutting that Suez Canal, all that shit, and that little tip of northwest Africa right there. All that shit was Sahara Desert from one end to the other. But that little tip when you come across that Mediterranean Sea and come across, then you gotta come across the fucking desert. Shout out to my baby for making across that desert at 10 years old. Yeah, cause she's a trooper. The Mojave Desert, California. My baby had to cross that bitch as a little girl. Huh? Then you gotta come on into that bitch. Now I don't say down, cause you coming back south. And once you pass by the middle part, then you start going back outward, southward, nigga, southbound. And that's when you run into Morocco, Algeria, all that shit. Coming flat this way, nigga, not going down. And that little tip right there, bitch, that sit in the west, bitch. Nigga, this the Western Plateau. That little tip is on our side. So that's why we ain't caring about fucking with you niggas. You niggas was close right there. And, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get on over there so we can have all this shit. And that little part right there in that desert, that little shit right there before you go across that Mediterranean, all that shit you trying to claim, that's proof that you did some shit. Nigga, that ain't your shit. That's our burial ground, nigga. We only reason we ain't got there and do a whole lot of shit right there because we was respecting our dead, nigga. That's what you call a modern day graveyard, nigga. There was burial grounds for us, nigga. That's why we ain't play with that. You over there playing around in our goddamn graveyard, acting like you was, bitch. I'm talking to you, little mo. Y'all little moles. Truth don't need no help, man. That's all I want to show y'all, that I've been telling y'all, that northwest tip of Africa sit in the west. The United States of America is the west. The next time I come on here, I'm going to show you the 13 states that separate us from the true north. Canada is true north. That's the Brits and all that shit. Nigga, this the West, nigga. And we God's chose. No, we God's people. By birthright. Our sovereignty lies in the Son, the Father, the light, the life. That's where our sovereignty lies. And we ain't got to be initiated in shit. We was born divine. We were born divine. That's all I'm trying to tell my folk. In a real way. I apologize for all the cussing I did today. I'm working on that. Because I don't play and I don't like this shit. Now I start rapping and everything to dig into this shit. And I ain't do it just for me. I did it because I said the world being lied to. And somebody got to leave some truth in this bitch. And I look myself in the mirror and say, it's you, my nigga. And I can even say I did a great thing. I fucked up. But a whole lot of times, man, I fucked up when I did that, bro. Because I ain't going to stop. And I needs no views. The truth don't need no help. It ain't going to beam, break, nor fall. You heard what I said. The prime meridian 0 longitude, cuts right through Western Africa, placing parts of Morocco, Algeria, Mali, Burkina Faso, and GUINEA. Them all earth mounds, bitch. I was finna goddamn get off here and not say that. Nigga, that's hard shit. Everything built within this sun's path. All them earthworks were built by the black belt niggas at the southeastern part of the America. That's where we started at, nigga. And the Mexicans down there, the old Mexicans, them niggas ain't invent no corn. They try to goddamn get the Mexican the corn. And he a Jap. He came over speaking Japanese from around the Pacific and spread right all up into what they call it, Middle West. We're gonna start talking about Middle West and teach the world how y'all niggas got around our corn, got around our cocaine, got around our medicines, and how we took pure gold and pure copper out of the, we're gonna talk about all that shit. And we gonna keep popping. Shout out to my nigga roll that corn, man. We ain't on no planet, bro. And I fuck with you. Yeah, I fuck with you the long way, nigga. We gonna go to Pluto with this shit. Whatever they wanna call it. But we ain't up there with it. Cause our ancestors, my nigga, says a 3-tier cosmology. And that's what we rocking with. Until you can show me something different. Until you can show me something different. Where ancestors said something different. Including the northwest tip in the Western Hemisphere. And I've been telling you, the northwest tip of Africa was over here in the West. I've been saying that since I got out of prison, bro. And that's why I'm so hot. That's why when I got that right there, I popped it. That's why I got so much energy in it. But you know what I'm saying? I said, boom. And for her lady, she said, Pim,